What's your favorite inspirational movie? What movie do you watch when you need that boost of energy, adrenaline? Say you don't feel like working out, and you got some music that inspires you, but it's not cutting it. What do you watch to get you going? I think the most, or at least one of the most, within the at least top five of all inspirational movies, has got to be Rocky, and Rocky 3 at that. Go back and watch this movie. It's one of the most underrated Rocky movies of all. A lot of people were drawn in for Rocky 4 because, action packed. Saw what happened to Creed in the Drago fight. Still waiting on that director's cut, Stallone. Really looking forward to it. When's it coming out? But, oh yeah, can I get in a Creed 3 somebody? Ryan Coogler or Stephen Caple Jr., Michael B. Jordan. Can I get a part in Creed 3, please? Thank you. But I think Rocky 3 is really inspirational because it shows how Rocky climbed the ropes, got his body looking diesel, and then lost his hunger. Had to get Creed to come in and train him, get him focused again. They called it the Eye of the Tiger, a strong song in the 80s. And, Gonna Fly Now, the original Rocky theme is still huge. And it just gets you inspired. You see how you can, it's like life. You have your highs and lows at times. Rocky started off low, got high, went low again. And Creed helped him to get in shape, taught him a whole new style. And that's sometimes like life, you get knocked down. Maybe you want to try something different, but get up. In order to try something new, you have to get up. And, I've been listening to Teddy Atlas's book, From the Streets to the Ring, and his something like on his journey to becoming a man. And Teddy Atlas, tough guy. You can never question the toughness of Teddy Atlas. You might question some of the things he says about Tyson or something, but he knows a lot about boxing, to say the least, and he's just a tough guy. Go check out his book if you haven't checked it out. And his dad, class act. Go listen to all the things his dad did, who was a doctor, wouldn't hardly charge people if they couldn't afford it, and if they could afford it, he'd just charge them like $5. But anyway, inspirational stuff like that you got to listen to. But I just find the Rocky movies real inspirational over most movies out there. And, the music in it, the look of it, the feel of it. And Rocky 2 is inspirational. And Rocky Balboa, underrated movie, which is technically Rocky 6. Everyone's against him, saying he's too old to fight. Somebody's always telling you you're too old to fight. Like, nobody's really giving Pacquiao a chance against Crawford. They're saying, oh, he's too old, he's 41. This isn't the average 41-year-old, that just sits on the couch and watches reality shows all day. These are people that train constantly, keep themselves in shape. Have you ever seen Manny Pacquiao out of shape? He's not the average 41-year-old. Stop going so much by age. We always act like wine is the only thing that gets better with time. What about people? You can't just write us off because we reach a certain age. Everybody's different. We all look different. And, you just have to go by the person and don't say, oh, well, he's 41. Look at what he's done. Look at the weight classes he started at and look at where he's ended up. And now I'm way off topic. But anyway, what's an inspirational movie you guys like to watch? I think Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith and his son Jaden, based off a true story. Great movie. Little hard to watch at times because of the hardships that character went through. I remember seeing The Real Guy. I believe it was on the Donahue show, going way back, or one of those shows, talk about his life. And he was actually a consultant for the movie, I guess telling Will like how he felt at this moment or how he reacted when, he couldn't get a job or when his wife left him, stuff like that. But that's a very inspirational movie. But this is an inspirational movie as far as athletics go, keep you hungry. They don't make movies like this. And I suspect that's one of the reasons that the movie has lasted for decades. Started in the 70s and is still going in 2020s, Don't know when Creed 3 is coming out, but I hope Stallone's in it. He's talking about doing another Rocky, something about dealing with the immigrant. I even saw that he's working on a script for like a series like to be streamed like maybe on Amazon or something, or some some streaming service where it's a series of a prequel, I guess, where he was growing when he was growing up. It'll be hard to see somebody else play Rocky, but you obviously have to have a child play Rocky. I don't know what age he would start it at, maybe at like um 10 or something, show him with his parents, show how he ended up, by himself later in life when he meets Adrian, shows what events led up to that, show how he got his mindset, how he's like was a thug kind of in Rocky 1, but he had a heart and wanted out of that life, like when he could have broke that guy's thumb but didn't do it. So I find the Rocky movies very inspirational. The music, the training montages, like I said, Rocky Balboa, when, they're all writing him off, he's too old and this and that. The guy was fast. Even if you watch the behind the scenes to the making of Rocky Balboa, when he was in the ring with Antonio Tarver, they were, boxing and working on their choreographed moves, but they kind of would hit in this one to make it more realistic. And so Antonio Tarver got out of the way of one of those punches. He said, "Man, you was turning that over. I didn't want to get hit by that." And Rocky was like, what, 60 at the time? So it's all about how you take care of yourself, stay motivated, do it even if you don't feel like it. Champion mind state. Live like a fighter, even if you aren't a fighter. Live like a fighter. Do it even if you don't want to. And I've used this example over and over. You brush your teeth no matter what you feel like. At least I hope you do. Say, well, I don't feel like brushing my teeth today, so I'm going to just go around with my breath on rancid because I don't feel like it. No. You brush your teeth, same with working out. You don't feel like it, do it anyway. The feeling comes while you're doing it. So, which is your favorite Rocky movie? I'm not sure of mine. Maybe, I don't know. I like them all. I like the Creed movies. Just real inspirational. They get you going. And it's definitely the best boxing movie. You can miss me with that Raging Bull stuff and all that. No, stop. Grudge Match was actually kind of a funny movie. Kind of, I didn't like the language in it. But, Grudge Match was actually a funny movie. But there's no boxing movie that can compete with Rocky. And the fight scenes are more realistic than any of the fight movies. I thought they were even better than the ones Will Smith did in Ali, Stallone often talks about the exaggerated sounds in the old movies he used. He wishes he could tone them down, the sound of the punches, but the actual fights that are choreographed look more realistic, and sure they get hit a lot, that's for dramatic effect. But like Carl Weathers, he looked like he was a real fighter and never fought before. Dolph Lundgren was a fighter and knew martial arts. Mr. T wasn't a fighter, he was a bodyguard. He had that weird jumpy thing he was doing with his legs in Rocky 3, but those hooks were serious. And if a real fighter got hit with one of those hooks, they would have been hurt. Actor or not, those were some serious hooks. No boxing movie is better than the Rocky movies, period. Raging Bull, none of them. I don't care which one you name. Rocky is at the top. Tell me what you guys think. Make sure to beat down the like button, comment, share, subscribe, and remember, I cannot be defeated. That director's cut. Waiting on the director's cut. Be fearless.